There's no way in God's heaven that I'm going to lie to Liz and end up like them.
I wish I can have that at my meal every day.
Jovi, watch and learn. Watch and learn. Oh my gosh.
Welcome back to another 90 Day Fiancé recap. You're welcome. Let's talk about episode 7 of The Last Resort. How are we on episode 7 already? Does anybody know how many episodes there are? Because I feel like the vibe I got in this episode was that they're ready to wrap things up soon. Okay, let me just quickly Google how many episodes are in 90 Day The Last Resort. 12. Okay, so after this week, we're going to get 5 more episodes, which means this is going to take us all through October and maybe into the first week of November. I was going to say I'm not ready for the show to end, but I think by Halloween, I might be ready for it to end. There's only so much Angela and Big Ed you can take, even though you like the other characters. Let's start with Asuelu and Kalani. Now, if there's anything I learned from the series, it's that Asuelu is TV gold. I need him back for another season of whatever the Find a place you can put him and give us more of Asuelu. He is just something else, and we're going to get into it. If you watched this week's episode, you already know what I'm talking about. So, Kalani and Asuelu, they are in their hotel room, and they throw their son Oliver a 5th birthday party. It's like just a mini birthday party with balloons and streamers.
I kind of feel guilty that we're celebrating Oliver's birthday at like his parents' couples therapy, but we are doing this for them. Like we're working through everything for our boys.
And as they were singing happy birthday to sweet little cute Oliver, I realized that one day Oliver is gonna be older and more mature, and he's someday going to find out that there is a video of his father dry humping the edge of a hotel bed on national TV. So yeah, I feel bad for when he finds out, and if his school friends find out, and his peers, and hopefully he won't get bullied for that. Let's see what Ed and Liz are up to. So Ed and Liz are sitting together and they're sharing each of their hypnosis, past life regression hypnosis therapy sessions that they had with Dr. Jenny. And they kind of have a productive conversation. The things we hear from Ed, it's not new. He's like,
I just realize I don't have to be on all the time. Like I don't have to perform all the time. And it's okay for me to be more genuine.
Liz has been reincarnated 28 times and Ed was in 7 out of those 28 times. I'm thinking, girl, you didn't learn from those past 7 times that you chose an 8th time to take him back? Like you didn't learn those past 7 times? Like, damn, that is commitment. Or just plain stupidity. Ed has some good news for her. He's like,
I no longer doubt whether you're the one. I definitely know I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and I want to marry you. You are the one and only one, Liz. I love you.
If there is such a thing as future life hypnosis, to see how Arkansas will work out, or at least get the winning lottery numbers while we're at it.
I'll definitely move with you then.
There you go.
Hell, if he wins a lottery, I'll move in with him too. Like, count me in. Move out the way, bitch. Poe's coming through. Okay? Ed and I, at least we're way more compatible physically. We're both round and short. Now, Kelly updates the entire group and he's like, Molly told me that she doesn't love me anymore. She's not in love with me. And everyone's like, oh, we're so sorry, Kelly. Damn, blah, 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 blah. And then they're all gathered together and they're in robes. It seems like it's very cold. Everybody's just like bundled up in those robes except for Kelly, but then Asuelu comes to his rescue and he brings a robe for Kelly. And I'm sorry, but I'm living for their bromance, okay? I'm living for the, I got you, bro. Oh my God, thank you, bro. You're gonna put it on me. I'm gonna enjoy this moment. You're the only person I'm getting love from right now. And they just hug and I love it. It's beautiful. Now, I don't know why the guys decided to hop into the pool to play volleyball. I don't know if the producers were like, men, you have to do another another activity, like remove yourselves because we need to film just the women. So they chose to get into the pool and play volleyball while they all looked like they were freezing. So they go play volleyball. Then Molly walks in to join the ladies. And then Kelly sees her from the pool and he's like, ugh, like she totally ruined his mood.
Molly arrives and I'm like, why? Just go back to your room.
Oh my God, I love when Kelly just doesn't give a fork. Now let's see what Angela's up to.
Yesterday, me and Michael went through a therapy of Kama Sutra. I had a blow-up doll with a penis. And I felt so connected to him because I was looking at him. You know, it was just the best.
Huh? How? The doll looked nothing like Michael. How was she so connected with him? And then she had to add that Michael had a body pillow that was supposed to be Angela, and he was like, bow chicka wow. Like, no, just stop. Now the therapist brings up divorce papers and she's like, Angela, did you tell Michael that you brought divorce papers? And Angela goes, no, I didn't, because I'm an American, the land of the free. The therapist tells Angela, you know, I think you should maybe not bring it up right now because we don't want Michael to feel like you're hanging these divorce papers over his head and he's feeling threatened, you know? And then Angela was like, I don't really know about that. Okay. Don't listen to the relationship professional. Now back by the pool, Molly's still with the other ladies and she's talking about Kelly to them. And she's like, you know what? He came off like he was going to be my knight in shining armor. And he's just totally the opposite.
The Kelly that I met is not the Kelly that I got when he moved to Georgia.
Oh, here we go again with Molly complaining about Kelly. Okay, but I was a little surprised by this part. She said that when she had her hysterectomy surgery, he did nothing. Like, he didn't take care of her. He wasn't there for her. He didn't hug her. He didn't write her a card. He didn't get her a big bouquet of flowers. Like, nothing. She got nothing. And I was a little shocked by that. She said that she wanted some sort of affection and care. Like, where's my bowl of soup? I can't move. I can't get up for the first couple days. And he's just nowhere. Like, I would have appreciated him helping me out a bit. Now, if that's what she meant, I get it. So now my mind is kind of shifting a little, like maybe we're seeing more of what really happened. But again, we're only getting Molly's side of the story and not Kelly's. So we got to take it with a grain of salt. Back to therapy with Angela and Michael. He joins the therapy session by video chat and he ends up crying because he talks about his mom. We learned that Michael's mom passed away recently and he starts to cry. And something that he is forever thankful to Angela is even though they were fighting and she found out that he had cheated on her and all that and she hated him, when she found out that his mother passed away, she put all of her negative feelings aside. She flew to Nigeria to be with him and to support him, which I thought was very sweet. Michael says that meant so much to him. And because of that, he wants to honor his mom by treating Angela the right way. And Angela gets super emotional. She starts to cry. And I'm like, God, these people really do love each other. Yeah, it's a very toxic, messed up love, but they love each other. They care about each other.
I know I've faulted her, wronged her, but yet she still, find a place in her heart to forgive me and still be with me. Baby, I love you so much, you know that, and I'm sorry for everything.
He loves me, you know what I mean? That's true. Last year, I just felt like he was using me.
And I know Michael's saying this now, but if he's a womanizer and if he has a wandering eye, like as thankful as he is to Angela, that eye will wander. It's just a matter of time. Now let's talk about what happened at the fire pit. So the guys are done playing volleyball, or was it in the pool that they had this conversation? I cannot remember, but basically they update Ed about how they want to go to the strip club and then how they weren't inviting him at first, but he apologized to Kelly and they're laying out some ground rules for him. Like, do not hop on the stage and strip. We do not want to see your dingling. We want to see the strippers on the stage, not you. And he's all like,
oh yeah, don't worry, so do I. Oh, never mind. Nope, I don't want to see them.
Now Jovi, he's so excited. He proudly tells Ed about all of his connections.
I know strippers who work in Key West.
You do?
Yeah, so I got the hookup. That's one of the main reasons, I don't want my wife to find out. Don't tell the girl.
No, I'm not going to.
Now, a lot of people are like, oh, obviously this is all scripted and they're all acting because they're in front of the TV. What do you mean, don't let my wife know? Everybody use your brain. What he means by, I don't want Yara finding out, like, don't tell my wife. I feel like he means, I do not want to fight about it before we go. Like, let this happen. Let us go to the strip club. Let's have a good ass time. And then I will deal with the repercussions and the consequences afterwards. That's what he means, in my opinion. Also, what the hell is happening? Because Ed is kind of making sense. He's like,
Jovi, are you sure you want to go? Like, Yara's gonna kill you. She's gonna chop off your balls.
Even wants to go to a strip club considering his history with Yara.
And then in his confessional, he's like,
there's no way I'm gonna lie to Liz. I don't want to be in their situation. I'm gonna tell Liz the truth.
And then in front of them, in person, they're like,
oh yeah, I've got your back. Yeah, let's go to the strip club. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can look at your back and say, got your back.
God, fucking Monty Mole. Yes, that is who he looks like. I was like, when he does the smile, I'm like, who does he remind me of? It's Monty Mole.
I do not trust Ed. Ed is going to tell.
Kelly made me laugh my fat ass off. He doesn't trust Ed at all. He already knows Ed is going to tell Liz, and Liz is going to tell Yara, and Yara's going to tell Kalani, and Kalani's going to tell everybody. But Kelly doesn't give a f. He's not attached to a woman. He doesn't have a partner here. He can do whatever the fork he wants. And he's like, I'm going to go to the strip club and I'm going to enjoy myself. And I was like, yeah, Kelly, you go do that. You enjoy yourself.
I don't think the guys realize the consequences of them going to the strip club. But I'm not responsible for these grown men. They know how their wives are, and that's on them. I'm good.
Now things get a little, no, they get very wild. So wild. Asuelu gone wild. They take shot after shot. Shot. Asuelu and Kalani especially are smashed. So smashed. Like, you know when Asuelu smashed because he just starts to get real sexual. You know what I mean? Like smexual. And Asuelu takes it upon himself to, how do I say this without getting... Asuelu decides to give some oral attention to the pineapple. And then he moves on to the cherry. And wow, you guys, he just did all sorts of tricks.
He's good at it.
Ew. Oh my God. He's out of control. Somebody stop him. And Yara's like, wow, Jovi, you need to learn.
You do it, Jovi. I love to see it.
Jovi, watch and learn. Watch and learn.
Oh, Jovi. Damn. I feel like, that's all she had to say. You guys, I was eating cheese and grapes while I was watching the scene, and I looked down to pick up my next grape that I'm going to eat. And then when I look up, all of a sudden, Asuelu is in front of Kalani, and he's just taking his towels off one by one. There was another towel under that first towel. And then after he took the towel off, I didn't realize that he wasn't wearing anything underneath because he has all his tribal tattoos. So I thought he was wearing like leggings. So when he was thrusting in front of Kalani's face, I had no idea that it was his literal junk in her face. Oh my God. And he gets on top of the fire and he's literally doing squats and his schlong is 3 inches above that fire and he's just squatting. And I'm like, dude, you are going to burn your sausage off. Kalani and Asuelu are having the best time of their lives. Yara's over there on the side. She's trying to film everything because she thinks it's hilarious. And other people are worried that Asuelu's junk is going to catch on fire. It was such a hot mess and it was so funny. And then Kalani and Asuelu have a side conversation. Again, Oliver and I don't know the other son's name, but they're going to see the scene in the future when they're older. And good luck, kids.
Is it beautiful? Yours is so beautiful.
I know you always tell me about so pretty.
So beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What the hell? Oh my God. How close did he get to it that he's able to tell her that she has a beautiful back door? So I think at this point, all the other cast members are noticing Kalani and Asuelu getting along really well. They're pretty close. They're laughing. They seem like they're flirting, but I just think it's the alcohol talking. And even though everybody might think Kalani's feeling it, I don't think she is. I mean, she called him bro 45 times, okay? When a girl likes a dude, she is not gonna call him bro. She was like, thanks, bro. Oh, bro, you're like obsessed with my vagina, bro.
You're pretty good with your mouth, bro. You're obsessed with my vagina, bro.
I wish I can have that my meal every day.
Kalani and Asuelu, they need to go get some sleep because they are drunk as a skunk. And Ed asks Molly,
Why would you tell Kelly you don't love him? That really hurt him.
and she's like, that's not what I said to Kelly. And then everyone's chiming in and Kelly's getting very frustrated because people are asking him all types of questions like, why are you here? Don't you want this relationship to work? And he's like, stop asking me questions. This is all on Molly. I came here to fix a relationship. She doesn't want to do it. Blah, blah. He got really, really upset.
Stop asking me. Ask her.
You came here because you care about her.
I don't feel none of this. He's not admitting to the things that he's done, and that is the biggest problem. He doesn't think he's done anything.
Like what? We need specifics. They're both super vague about what the other person did to them, and they don't tell us anything specific. We need examples. Now, Molly ends up talking with Jara and Yovi and Liz and Ed. Listen, we don't know enough. Molly did reveal a little bit more about how he wasn't able to financially contribute to the relationship. So on top of that, he was doing nothing at home. I can see how someone can get frustrated by that. You know, that can get real tiring if a man is doing, a man or a woman, if they're doing nothing, they're not motivated to do anything, and you're just constantly paying for them, and this is not what you guys talked about. And on top of that, she did mention that he doesn't talk about his feelings. So on top of that, when you're trying to approach him, like, I'm feeling this way because you're doing this, and he's not open to a conversation because he doesn't want to talk about his emotions, that's frustrating. That really is. That would drive me crazy if I can't talk about our relationship problems with you. So if that's the case, I do see where Molly is coming from. But again, we only know Molly's side of the story. We haven't heard from Kelly. So, you know, we can't really make like a well-rounded judgment when we don't have the other half of the story. So that's pretty much where episode 7 ended. I thought it was another excellent episode, especially with Asuelu and his crazy show. I mean, he is a character. I finished recapping UK on my Patreon, so I'm going to think of the next show to recap on Patreon. So if you want to become a member, go check that out. I think that's all I have to say for now. Oh my God, I am a huge fan of Reality Gaze, and I heard that they were invited to the 10-year reunion for TLC or 90 Day Fiancé, and they were there and they got to meet cast members and they just got to like mingle, and I was like, oh, I want to go. But honestly, if I were invited, I don't think I could go. I don't think I could face all the people that I talked shit about because I'm a little bitch ass baby. And honestly, I feel like they would hate me too. Like it's, and I think it's healthy that there is a wall, you know, I cannot, like if I become friendly with these people in real life, they are no longer characters on a TV show anymore. They're real people. And obviously I have a heart. Okay. I'm a human. If a human recognize human. So that will definitely affect what I say. Even though I'm making commentary about a reality show that is heavily produced and edited, it's still different when you meet the person in real life. You realize, oh wow, you are an actual human. That's why when Amanda first commented on I think it was my first video about her, I felt bad afterwards. I'm gonna admit that I felt really bad, and I was like, oh, she is a real person. She is mother. I don't want to be too hard on her because I don't want to hurt her feelings. I don't want to upset her if she's watching my videos and seeing what I say about her. So some of you guys noticed right away, I was very reluctant on being snarky. I think it was like the next few videos after the initial one. And then since I haven't heard from her again since, I was able to like get back into, this is just a character, this is just a TV show, and I'm just gonna speak my feelings now. So I don't know if I'm gonna put this part in the video. Well, that's it for my recap. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!